Greetings and hello and welcome back to EverQuest II. If we remember from last episode, we had quite a bit of an issue trying to get a couple of items to drop from mobs that started quests in Sunken City. Well, I carried on after stream for about half an hour and the next day for about 2.5 hours, and eventually we got the items. Shall we see how that went? Yeah, let's go for it. Did also find a few named mobs to take out. So Muckrake later came available at one point. Some generic items. Did an awful lot of killing of pirates repeatedly, constantly. Gather them all and load them down. This particular occasion, the chest is what we actually wanted. Killing a lot of people in this area, just trying to spawn more bulky brine sifters. And this guy turns up, who I believe is the actual ghost of the Praxis group, the leader of the Praxis group that was trying to sink Freeport to the bottom of the ocean. I worked very hard in that replay logo. Yeah, honest. So we took him out and got some random. We actually did get quite a few low-level items that I could transmute. So we have now actually managed to transmute. And there's the other item we needed. So I have managed to. Oh, and that just goes straight back to there, does it? Okay. So if we hide that. Yeah, so we got the items that we wanted. I did also manage to get enough low-level transmute items that we got to the point where I could transmute that big bag of level 10 items. So that's also quite a good thing. So if we have a look at what we have now, we have our main bag is empty. Those are status items. Quest items. There we go. So the two things that we wanted a twitching crab claw, which is dropped by the briny salt sifters. And if I examine that, that will give me the quest exacting revenge on the crabs. And then the other one, oh, we don't have any EverQuest sound, do we? Because I turned that off. There we go. Not quite seamless, but we're getting there. And then the other quest was a hideous troll locket, which offers the quest Jezrana's hideous locket. And I believe this one is fairly straightforward. It's literally go and find the person in East Freeport and say, "Hey, I found your locket." And the locket says on it, "Two's my lovesies, gut rot, use better like this. Jezrana's." Yes. The other things I managed to get as well is killing all the various things. We had quite a few had some zombie parts drop. So if I examine this, this now gives us Lore and Legend Zombie. And we can make a start on that with these items. I'm trying to think now. Yes, yeah, at night you get fleshiest creatures that sort of stand next to all of the main walkways, so you're forever bumping into them. Yeah, that is adorable, isn't he, Counselling DM? And welcome as always. So, okay. We'll hide Lore Legend Ghost for now and Zombie. I'll leave outline creature catalog here because we'll need that for the next zone. So we need to kill 30 crabs, and I mean, bearing in mind, I must have killed about 300 just trying to get this quest. But hey, now we get to kill 30 of them. Here we go. Fortunately, there are a lot of them. Just pulled away for a moment there because I realised if I'm doing an AoE and there's a red guard on the other side, I want to be a little bit careful about how close to that wall I am. Yeah, these Oh, treasure chest with Lucan's Pact for Shadow Knight. I suspect I'm already using a better version. I'm using Lucan's Pact 3, so not really much use to us. Game is a little bit louder than I am, especially in battle. Okay. Just bear with me. Let me finish this battle and then we'll see if we can do something about that. It could just be my microphone positioning. Let's see. If I do that might help a little bit. Okay, we'll make a small adjustment and we'll go from there. Crab shell ring? No, that's just a generic item. I was going to say, don't go giving me something else now. We only want the crabs, so let's not get too far from there. 17 of 30. Arabani, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the stream. Hope you've had a good day. And through here. 26, 4 more, and then we'll go and find who but this lucky. Almost done with the Sunken City. One more. Who wants to be the lucky crab? Where's that? Oh no, it has gone now. Okay. I choose you. There we go. And for exacting revenge on the crabs, we get a Mark of the Crab Slayer, which is an absolute abysmal thing. And it doesn't count on the list. Okay, I need to update that manually. Exacting revenge on their crabs. There we go. That should be quest 271. Lovely. Okay, so let's go. And where do we need to take? We need to take this to the city of Freeport, it says. Found a locket with a troll woman's ugly face painted inside. Well, that's a bit mean. Find her in Freeport and return the locket. I believe she's in East Freeport. So that's where we're going to try. And we'll go from there. There is also the collection person as well. We did pick up some collections, and it's about time we turn those in.
Hello?
What are you looking at? Stay away from me and keep your hands off my collections, you scumbag. I have a collection for you. This is a decent find, I suppose. I can give you a small reward for it. Thanks a lot. And then for some reason, these come up as quests when they're not quests, which is highly annoying. I still need to fix that. Oh, and I just wiped out the name of the thing. Just. Right. Let's get this where it's supposed to be. I feel like I've been here before typing this in. Exacting revenge on the crabs. I need to fix that bug where the some of the collections are seen as being quests, because collections have their own tab here. In fact, I might actually need to keep tabs of how many collections I've completed. 6 so far, or 22 others discovered. So, oh, look at that! We're about to complete a collection with a collection. Now, is this going to count as a quest? You can get very annoyed if it does.
Hello?
Hello, I've got another collection for you. A moth wing ring. Say that 5 times in a hurry. And that did not appear as a quest. Good, good. We're going to drop that into the storage box. Because at the moment I'm still considering holding on to all collection rewards in some way and then showing them off later. I still don't quite know how that's going to work, but evidencing, it's all evidencing basically. Let's mute all these bits that we don't care about. Oh, we can't mute those, okay. They are just not valuable enough. So we'll just sell those later. Okay, so we are done with the Sunken City, I believe. Let me just check. Yes, we are. Oh no, we still need to find the person for this locket.
Got it?
I didn't see anything. I wasn't even looking at you, mate. Right. On the dock at the end. There we go. Hi. Okay.
Curses! Where is the doctor in the district?
I haven't seen one, but I do have something that you may want. I found it on a raider.
It's my lucky for gut rot. He not been here for a long time. Is this all you bring me?
Yes, I thought you might want it back.
Well, I not want it. I knows what me look like. What about the pretty ring me give gut rot? I can get money for a ring.
There wasn't a ring, just a locket.
Thanks for nothing, then. All I got now is a lucky with my own picture.
Okay. That was That was an
Half
interesting
right,
encounter.
half wrong.
Yeah, shut it. God, it's so insulting around here. Right, okay, so we're next going to go to Greystone Yard, and that's the wrong bell. In Greystone Yard? No, Greystone Yard is in Keenos. No, we need to go to the graveyard. Heads not on today. Right, so if we go to, let's do it the old-fashioned way. Let's go to Sunken City, and we'll find the door to the graveyard within there. So if we run through, go back to where the investigator that was investigating what he shouldn't. What? Oh, are you back? You again. You can't stop a son of Praxis. Maybe the next fool who comes after you will have better luck. A little bit of fourth wall there, I think. Let's go to the graveyard. Hi there, servers. Could I have a graveyard, please? It did take me quite a while to zone in. I was kind of sat here with the starting soon music playing in the background, going, I hope he finds me character soon. Here we go. We're in the graveyard. You have discovered gate to the Sunken City. Yes, we have discovered the gate to the Sunken City. We came through it.
Well met.
Fragments to dust. I'm a genius. What? A bone mud golem. Or maybe a mud bone golem. I'll be famous. A bony mud golem? No. A golem made from mud that has ground bones in it. Maybe it will increase the potency of the creature. Or maybe it will make it more resistant to certain attacks. Or maybe it won't do anything at all. I need some bone fragments to grind up. To mix with mud? Exactly! You should help me, then you can be famous too. Sure, I'll help. Great! Get me 100 bone fragments. That should be enough. Don't bring me anything fresh either. I need brittle bones so I can grind them. Just bring me back bones from anything undead. That should do the trick. 100? Yeah, okay. I'll get you fragments. Bone dust. Great! I'll be summoning these things in no time. Be quick! Okay. He wants 100 bone fragments. Quick. Yeah, okay. Before we go into that, let's have a look and... Does this pretty much mean that everything is... Oh, no. I was kind of expecting all of the skeletons to suddenly have feathers on them, but I think we're okay. Hi there. Hey, all citizen. Yes. Freeport has need for your services. Will you fulfill your duty? But of course. Ancient spirits have recently awoken, their graves disturbed by the grave robbers in this area. The grave robbers have taken ancient holy relics from them, and they wander in search of that which was taken. What do you need me to do? Soothing the spirits of Mar. Okay. You must recover these holy relics and return them to the graves of the awakened spirits for them to find rest again. Okay, I will fulfill my duty to the Overlord. Right. See what quests we can pick up, and then we'll work out what's going to be easier to sort out first. We are mentored to level 5. That's probably going to be okay for the start of this zone. Might be okay for the end. It depends on how hard the mobs are. Ah, here's the main guy, Custodian Zadar Cilicia.
And who might you be? Come forward so I can look upon you, stranger.
Who are you?
You mean to tell me you've never heard of me? Well, I shouldn't expect a common adventurer such as you to associate with people of my social status, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
Well, what's your name?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Zadar, Herald of the Arcane, Necromancer, and Custodian to the great library within the Academy of Arcane Science. I can assure you that you will meet none greater, no matter where your various exploits take you on Norath.
What would a library custodian be doing out here in a graveyard? You're a long way from the library.
This is not just a simple graveyard, mind you. There are more than just Freeport citizens buried here. This is where the enemies of the Overlord are entombed as well. You mean to tell me you were not aware of this?
I was not. Please continue.
I do not like to repeat myself, so please lend me an ear as I speak. Judging by your appearance, you haven't been here too long, so this might teach you a thing or two.
Okay.
Many ages ago, the land where this graveyard now stands was once the northern part of Freeport. It was home to a corrupt order of knights that was blindly loyal to an ancient god called Nathaniel Marr. This order of heretics was known as the Knights of Truth. They were a group of confused and dangerous men that stood in the way of Freeport's progress. Are you paying attention?
What? Yeah, oh yes, I'm listening. I find your story intriguing.
As time passed, the Freeport militia and others loyal to the Overlord grew in power and number. The Overlord conceived a plan to liberate his great city from the clutches of the fanatical followers of Marr. The Overlord called forth the brave Freeport militia and led his great army to drive out the twisted followers of Marr from our city once and for all. The people cheered to see that the hour of their liberation was at hand.
So the Overlord is the savior of the people of Freeport.
Indeed he is. As the army of the Overlord approached, many members of the Knights of Truth abandoned their posts in fear and fled deep into an ancient citadel known as Befallen. Are you listening to me? I really don't have time to waste, you know.
Yeah, I'm listening.
As I was saying, the Overlord was determined to free his people from the oppression of the Knights of Truth. He marched his forces to the gates of North Freeport, very near where we now stand. Calling forth his mighty siege machines, the Overlord's armies burst through the gates and confronted the cowardly Knights of Truth. The fighting went on for days as the Knights of Truth tried every desperate measure they could to retain their grip on Freeport's people. But these tyrants were no match for the Overlord's might. One by one, the Knights of Truth fell to the liberating blades of the Overlord's freedom fighters, the Freeport militia. It must have been a grand battle to behold. In the final hour of battle, the Freeport militia encircled the remaining Knights of Truth. The captain of the wicked followers of Marr, Sir Halligan, looked up to see the mighty figure of the Overlord moving toward him.
Yes, Counseling DM, the tyrants are called the Knights of Truth.
Realizing his cause was lost, Sir Halligan tried one last desperate attack against the Overlord, but it was to no avail. The minions of the Overlord rushed in with blades ready and struck true, extinguishing the foul Sir Halligan, leader of the oppressors.
Interesting.
This graveyard now houses the bones of the fallen Knights of Truth, buried where they once fought all those years ago. It is said that the echoes of that ancient battle can still be heard in the deep, dark night. By order of the Overlord, the tombs of the knights slain that day were sealed with mortar and chains, trapping their bodies beneath the soil forevermore. Personally, I believe that the Overlord had the tombs sealed for fear that Nathaniel Marr might resurrect his fallen knights to do battle once more. But if you would be so kind, please don't repeat that speculation.
Well, I guess you really are more than just a custodian.
Custodian indeed, but I'm sure an adventurer such as you can fathom just what that entails within the walls of the Academy of Arcane Science. I'll have you know that I'm here conducting research of my own as well.
Oh, what sort of research?
Should I take this interest as genuine or some sort of feint? Well, regardless, I love listening to myself speak. I sound great, don't I? The library sent me here to check on the tombs of the fallen Knights of Truth.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is that so?
I imagine that the Overlord may be concerned because it's been nearly 400 years to the day of that great battle, and spirits trapped in this world are always longing for vengeance. The Academy has commanded me to research a long-lost spell. I believe that this incantation is from an ancient tome dating back to the time the Knights of Truth were slain and the people of Freeport were liberated.
Okay. Anyway, what does this have to do with me?
To be blunt, I need someone with your skills. Only a true hero can help me with this task. The Overlord himself demanded that the Academy complete this spell, and we must not disappoint him.
Mm-hmm. But what are you specifically asking of me?
If we work together, we can both prosper and increase our standing here in Freeport. But before collecting the pages, I have a task that needs doing, and I think you are the one to do it.
Okay, tell me about the task.
I wouldn't trust anyone but a loyal follower of the Overlord with the task before me, I'm sure you understand. Normally I take care of such things myself, but these duties are far below my level of expertise and intellect. What do you say?
I mean, I am a very loyal follower of the Overlord this month. So I would be happy to help you.
Good. I knew you would make the smart choice. Go check on the tombs of the fallen knights. Make sure they are all still sealed and that grave robbers have not disturbed any of the mausoleums.
Mm-hmm. This is an important task?
The Overlord will have us both executed if he finds out anyone has been tampering with the tombs in his graveyard. Report back with what you discover.
Okay. The things I do for fame and fortune. And for quest count. Right. I was quite willing to let him do his whole speech because you never know with this game how long things will stick around for. So we have you there, down on tape, so to speak, for prosperity. Right. Let's see. So we have a number of things to check for the door knocker. I don't see any other quest feathers at the moment, so I think this is our main thing. So and we'll go around and we'll check the doors. This seal is intact, lovely. And that one is intact. So is that one. These are all different tombs. So this is like the tomb of Sir Zantiel, lieutenant and guard to Sir Halligan, and a traitor to the free people of Freeport. Yet they all got nice big burial chambers. It's weird, that. Yep. All's quiet at the moment. I've missed one somewhere. There it is. I've missed this one. The seal on this tomb appears altered. Oh, peer into the opening. A strange whisper emanates from the tomb. Look closer. Oh, hello.
Your blood calls to me.
My blood, eh? Okay. Blade of the Traitor. She's no trade and law, so therefore we have to confirm it. Okay, so that one's definitely been messed with. And it looks like I don't need to check any others. I just need to go back to Zadar and let him know. Oh, shine in the corner. Am I actually going the wrong way now? I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I keep getting turned around so easily. I'm back.
Back so soon? I certainly hope you didn't just sneak off somewhere and take a nap. The Overlord is not to be trifled with.
Yep, I checked the tombs as you asked.
I am pleased to hear that you fulfilled my request. Was there any trouble?
I was attacked by a skeleton, but I managed to defend myself. That's an understatement because I shouldn't be attacked by a skeleton.
Skeleton attacks are not uncommon in the graveyard, as you have discovered. I presume this was just some ordinary fiend?
No, it was the remains of Sir Halligan, Captain of the Knights of Truth.
Fascinating. The Overlord was wise to have us check on the security of the tombs. I wonder if Varicus realizes what is transpiring here in the graveyard.
Who's Varicus?
Varicus Takur is the leader of the Keepers of Ethanir here in the graveyard. He has some pages of an ancient tome that should help in my research. Tell him that I sent you, and if he gives you any trouble, remind him that this errand comes from the Overlord himself, passed down through the Academy.
I will seek him out.
Go now, and return when you have the pages from Varicus.
Okay. I do get the impression that if I really wanted to, I could get away with anything in Freeport. All I need to do is say, the Overlord has commanded that I do this. And you wouldn't want to argue with the Overlord, would you? I think I'm down this way. Yes. The big guy says... So therefore, ooh, nice. Slowly filling that collection. Oh, and there is another quest down here. Fantastic. Quite a few spiders around, unfortunately. I do apologise for that. Let's go and talk to this guy.
Yes? What is it?
Greetings, you must be Varicus.
Well, that all depends. Who are you?
My name is Gwynnian. Zadar sent me on behalf of the Academy.
Zadar sent you, eh? Far be it from him to get his hands dirty in the graveyard, I suppose.
You don't sound very respectful towards your superior.
Though we Keepers of Ethanir must answer to the Academy of Arcane Science, ours is a grave responsibility. We watch over the tombs of Norath and ensure that the spirits of the dead make their journey to the afterlife. You have no doubt seen our guards patrolling the graveyard roads, and perhaps noticed the boneyard watchers we summoned to watch for disturbances.
Mm-hmm. And where does your order's name come from?
The Keepers of Ethanir come from a proud tradition of service to the House of the Dead in our ancient Tyrdal city of Nereak. Ethanir is a dark realm of agony, where spirits of the dead must travel. It is said that when a Norathian dies, the bell in Death Toll Tower at the heart of Ethanir rings to signal their spirit's arrival.
A fascinating tale, but Zadar sent me to retrieve some tome pages.
Ah, yes, you seek the tome pages. Unfortunately, however, they have gone missing. They may be scattered about the graveyard, or some might have fallen into the hands of the undead. Such creatures are drawn to objects of arcane power. I have other duties to attend to, so you will need to conduct your own search for the pages here in the graveyard.
The Overlord will not be pleased. He commanded that Zadar be given the pages.
I had no idea this matter was so urgent to the Overlord. Please, Hero of Freeport, you must find those pages. If not, I think all of us may face our master's wrath. Please let me know when you have found them.
So it's suddenly become super important because the Overlord has commanded it, but I still need to go and do it. Okay, I will find the pages. And you will be recompensed. Okay. Right, so... parchments from the undead, search the Tower of Mar, and search beneath the elevated tombs near Zadar. Okay, and what about you? What do you want?
Hello.
You are not who I was expecting. What game are you playing with me? Who are you expecting? Yeah, how dare you speak to me with a sharp tongue? Who do you think you are, fool? You do not bear the dark instrument, therefore I've no need for you. Unless, yes, unless my emissary failed at his task. Yes, you shall succeed where the emissary failed. Trust me, it is in your best interest to agree with me. Okay, what task do you need doing? bring out your souls. You choose wisely, friend. I shall use the lessons taught to the Ixar by our dead Emperor, Venerable Saphir. This is where you come in. The magic of the dead will put a stop to Ixtheles's pompous belief that he is our new ruler. I will tell you only once. Take the crystal, go to the graveyard, and kill the undead knights. As the beasts die, hold out the crystal and collect their souls. Return to me when you fill the crystal. Okay, I'll be back when it's done. Right, okay. So we've now got killing 10 undead as well as the 100, as well as killing some other undead. Yeah, this is stacking up quite nicely. We need to go and check underneath the Tomb of Mar, which I believe is that this thing? Destroy Tower of Mar. There we go. Search the Tower of Mar. Let's go and have a look inside. No. Let's go around the back. Yes, there we go. We have a tattered piece of paper. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Right. Oh. An undead Sprawl. I'm pretty sure that you are not meant to be walking around here.
Death, and it finds you. Final death
Oh, nice.
comes at last.
Boom or no boom? No boom? Oh, that is actually an kind of. No, it's not an improvement. Well, currently there's 8 primary, but it's only 2 because I meant it down to 5. Got it. Painbringer Adapt. I bet I've already got Painbringer 2. No, 3. Crest of Mar. Yeah, not really expecting any of this to be of any real interest. We need to check for another page underneath the tombs. So let's go and check. There we go. And then the rest are on undead. So let's just kill some random undead.
Your blood calls to me. Your blood calls to me.
There we go. We've got all the pages. I think we have all the pages, but we'll carry on. We'll grab a few more. For their souls. I might as well just stand here.
Your blood calls and it finds you. And it finds you.
Yeah, I think I see what you mean. So just bear with me. Let's tweak. But let's... Got combat music. What about combat? Or is that ambient? Let's turn ambient down slightly, perhaps. Maybe that will do it. Okay, right. Let us go back. So, yes, I have the souls you want.
Hello.
I have collected 10 souls from the undead knights. Give me the crystal. Ah, yes, it's filled. With these souls, Ithzel's puppet barbarians cannot prevent me from ruling over the district. You served me well, servant. Take this coin as a token of my gratitude. And that did not update on the thing either, so... Bring out your souls. And we get a choice of items that we're going to transmute straight away. So let's just pick one. Servant, don't ever refer to me. Whatever. Bye. Okay, and now Varicus. Hopefully his veins are okay.
I hope your search for the missing pages has been fruitful. Neither of us can afford to disappoint the Overlord.
I found the missing pages.
Well done! Zadar was right to choose you for this duty. Where did you find the pages?
One by the Tower of Mar and near the graves of the fallen knights. Some were also in the possession of the undead.
The undead had them, eh? It is as I feared. There has been a marked increase in their activities as of late, the investigation of which has monopolized my time.
What could be causing this to happen?
Perhaps the veil between our world and Etherneer is weakening. Or maybe the influence of Nathaniel Marr is returning in some way to awaken his falling soldiers. In any case, the safety of Freeport demands that you get these pages to Zadar right away.
I will take the pages
Here,
to him.
Take this book cover and put the pages inside it for safekeeping. Take the tome to Zadar so that he can finish his research.
I will do so, and I hope to work with you again. Do I? Right, let's go back to Zadar. Here should be. There he is.
Ah, I see you have returned. Have you brought back the pages you obtained from Varicus of the Keepers of Etherneer?
I spoke to Varicus, and I've returned with the pages you needed.
Excellent work. Please give me the pages at once. There is no time to waste.
Why are these pages so important?
Interested in hearing more of my tale, are you? As you recall, the fallen Knights of Truth are buried here in the graveyard. Recently, grave robbers have invaded the cemetery by night, breaking open the seals placed on the graves of the knights. This has enabled some of those cursed souls to rise and walk the land again.
That explains why the seal on Sir Halligan's tomb appeared to have been disturbed.
It does indeed. But there is a greater concern we must face, which is why I needed these pages.
Oh, what concern is that?
Long ago, our Overlord commanded the Foci and the priests of the Dismal Rage to place a powerful ward upon this graveyard. It bound the spirits of those buried here to this place, so that even if they escaped their tombs, they would be unable to leave the graveyard.
Okay, so if the ward still works, why are you concerned?
The binding spell was lost long ago. But the increase in undead activity may mean that someone loyal to Nathaniel Marr, or even the god himself, might be trying to shatter the ward and let the undead travel beyond these walls into the city itself.
Assisting the undead is awfully dark for Nathaniel Marr, the god of valor.
No one is certain what became of the ancient gods. It's best not to take chances in any case. It could be some fanatical follower of Marr behind this, or even those savages from the decrepit kingdom of Kinos.
Oh, now there's an interesting one. So that's actually different in the text. The text has got true, but Nathaniel Marr also destroyed the entire city of Grob by unleashing his blessed froglocks. I find it best not to underestimate the gods. So has that been retconned in at some point? But the voiceover's never been updated? And yes, the voice acting is one of the really good things about this game. There was an awful lot of voice acting when the game first started, and little bits of it have been lost, and some of the newer content doesn't necessarily have as much voice acting. But yeah, it's doing some of the low level content is quite nice. It does mean I can just sit here and sip some water and let the game do most of the work for me, which is not a bad thing. Why would anyone from Kinos want to unleash the undead?
I'm sure some of the corrupt citizens of Kinos are still loyal to Marr. By breaking the binding ward, the fallen Knights of Truth would be free to rise and seek revenge on our beloved Overlord. This cannot come to pass.
Surely the Overlord could defeat the Knights again?
Of course, the Overlord and the Freeport militia could handle the undead army, but the chaos caused by their presence would afford the cowardly legions of Antonia Bale the chance to launch a sneak attack on our city. That wretched queen is just waiting for a chance to strike.
Wretched queen. Oh, wow. Does Kinos wish to go to war with us?
Kinosians are cowards, to be sure. They are afraid of open war with the Overlord. However, striking at us through this graveyard is just the kind of tactic they would use.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, the graveyard does open onto the common land, so actually, yeah, I would do that myself if I was going to attack Freeport. Why I'd want to, I don't know. Who'd want to take Freeport?
Casting another ward while the first one is in effect may have unforeseen consequences. We don't want to risk that.
Okay, so what are we going to do?
I was sent here to complete 2 tasks. First, to obtain these pages so they did not fall into the wrong hands. Second, to determine if the ward still holds or if the spell must be cast again.
How can you tell if the ward remains in effect?
I only know of one way to be sure, but it's somewhat risky. Do you feel up to the challenge? You've served me well in the past, so I have faith that you will be able to accomplish this for me as well.
Yeah, I'm ready to serve the Overlord again by virtue of his proxy stood in front of me.
Good. This is what I need done. I want you to take this ancient relic to the ruins of the Tower of Mar and place it in the doorway. The relic has been stained with the blood of the Knights of Truth, and has been in the keeping of the Academy of Arcane Science since the day of that final battle.
You mean the ruined tower near the Keepers of Athenia?
Yes, the remains of that tower still serve as a tribute to Nathaniel Marr. Such a relic would be seen as an abomination to him.
Is something bad going to happen if I take you there?
Do not worry. The binding ward that keeps the undead here also prevents outside influences from entering the graveyard and keeps any lingering energies in check. So long as the ward holds, you should be safe when you place that relic in the doorway.
And if the ward doesn't hold?
What could happen? The gods have been gone for centuries. You have proven yourself to be a brave hero of Freeport. Do not waver now.
Another one that doesn't quite match the text. What could possibly go wrong? If I do this, what's in it for me?
Spoken like a true citizen of Freeport. Listen, if you help me with this, I'll be sure you are rewarded for your efforts. The Academy will take notice of us both.
Very well,
Just
I'll do
take
it.
the relic and place it in the doorway. And whatever you do, don't lose it. It is an ancient artifact, and neither the Academy nor the Overlord would be pleased if it was misplaced.
I will return when I have completed the test. Okay. So we have a relic of unholy power. Just makes you wonder, doesn't it? If he hands this out to random people and then they get distracted, they go off and quest somewhere else, they go around Whaley Cave and then they just disappear off to faraway lands. I wonder if there's people walking around with this ancient, irreplaceable relic in their deep bags. Oh, I also find it interesting that I'm basically bait. We go over there. If the wards hold, great. If they don't hold, something horrible will happen to me. But hey, at least they'll know that the ward's not holding. Right, okay. So this is the spot. And if we examine now, yeah, mystical place the relic. Sometimes you have to collect the relic, sometimes you have to collect the, okay, I've been smote by the ancient blessing of Nathaniel Marr. I don't look too smote though, do I? Yeah, I think I'm okay. We'll pick the relic back up. Hey, Zadar, are the rest give another long essay?
Welcome back. I assume you concluded your investigation and found that the ward is still intact?
I'm not sure that the ward is still at his full potency. I was struck down by the power of Marr for attempting to defile the tower.
This is dark news indeed. Marr blessed that tower long ago, and if some of that energy is now bleeding through, the ward is certainly weak. Fortunately, I've already begun translating the parchment pages you found for me in case they were needed. Oh, I'll need that artifact back, by the way.
Yeah, you can have it. What do we do now?
While I finish the translation, I need you to help me once more. Are you willing?
What do you need?
It is up to the two of us to restore the ward that keeps the undead confined to the graveyard. This is our chance to save Freeport.
I thought you were only to report back to the academy.
There is no time to waste. True heroes must be prepared to rise to the occasion and embrace their destiny. You have a bold future ahead of you. Now is the time to act.
I'm sure I do have a bold future ahead of me. Maybe as a Twitch streamer, but as a hero of the Overlord, okay, what's in it for me?
Fame and fortune, of course. The Academy is sure to take notice of you when I report to them of what has occurred here today. You may even be noticed by the Overlord himself.
They keep saying that, don't they? Very well, let's do it.
I want you to go back to Veracus and the Keepers of Etherneer. Tell him that we need to restore the ward and that we need the Staff of Etherneer.
I will do. What is the Staff of Etherneer?
This staff has runes carved along its length that ward off the undead. It is often used by the Keepers of Etherneer during purifying rituals.
Okay, and why do we need the staff?
The Staff of Etherneer, when used along with the arcane power contained in the Book of the Dead, will help me repair the ward.
What's the Book of the Dead?
Time is of the essence. The ward may be fading faster than we realize, and we must repair it.
Okay, I'm going. Interestingly, oh no, yeah, I've been, So the relic I had before has been replaced with some other sort of relic as a reward. Okay. This all sounds a little hurried and Hi, I'm back.
Hello again. What brings you back to the Keepers?
Zadir has need of something that you possess.
I have no more spell parchments, if that's what he's after.
No, he needs the staff of Etherneer.
The Staff of Etherneer is our most sacred relic, entrusted to our order when it was founded in Neriak. I couldn't possibly part with it, even for a short while.
But Zadar says it's critical that he use it.
Though my order now serves the Academy of Arcane Science, my vow to the Keepers of Etherneer supersedes the Academy's demands. Why does he need the staff?
The ward keeping the undead inside the graveyard is failing, and we need the staff to restore it.
That is dire news indeed. But wouldn't someone like Thaumaturge Renalius at the Academy be better suited for this task?
There's no time. We must do this ourselves.
Very well. Zadar may use the Staff of Etherneer. He can return it to me when he's certain the binding ward is back in place.
I'll let him know.
Travel swiftly. All of Freeport is depending on you now.
I will take good care of the staff. Don't worry, Varicus. I'll be back soon. Oh, anybody feel like you're on a cruise? Trip to the moon and back? I just love all the here is this thing, hurry back with it quick, and it's like yeah, I feel like it. 9-month cruise. Oh, maybe not. Hi, have you got taller since the last time I was here?
Have you obtained the Staff of Etherneer?
Yes, here it is.
Well done. I'm sure it was difficult to convince Veracus to part with it, but this is indeed the Staff of Etherneer.
And again, another quest that didn't update. Obtaining an ancient staff. There we go. I've obtained the staff. I can select either one of the following as my rewards: the staff itself, okay, or the baton of the assistant. Which one can I transmute? Let's just take the baton of the assistant, shall we? We'll say that he's got the staff and I've got the baton of the assistant. How can you tell?
Do you see these runes inscribed upon it? They are written in the language of the dead. When spoken to the living, this language sounds like mere whispers, but to the undead it sounds as clear as how you and I are speaking now.
Tell me more.
This language is quite difficult to master and is only known by a few at the Academy. I fear this knowledge is beyond even my considerable talents.
So how can we use the staff?
Now that we have the staff, we need the means to decode the runes. Fortunately, an artifact within this graveyard will give us the ability to do that.
I had a feeling you were going to ask me to look for something.
You understand our relationship well, my friend. I am the brains and you are the brawn. But don't worry, one day when you have achieved the standing within the Academy that I have, you can find underlings who will do your busy work for you.
And that's Freeport for you. It's just one big pyramid scheme. Enough chatter. What artifact do I need to find?
To finish my translation of the parchment and make use of the Staff of Etherneer, I need you to retrieve the Book of the Dead. This is the only way we can renew the Binding Ward and keep Freeport safe from the remnants of the Knights of Truth.
You mentioned this book before. What is it?
The Book of the Dead is a powerful tome indeed. It is an ever-growing catalogue of the dead, used by necromancers to track the history of corpses and their date of inhumation. It is said that the book originated within the Etherneer itself.
Right, and we're going to find that in the graveyard. Okay, one book keeps track of every being that has died on Noraf?
Only a few copies of this book are known to exist, so they are extremely sought after. It is said that one of the Overlord's lieutenants used a copy of the book centuries ago to place a curse upon the Knights of Truth.
What kind of curse?
If a powerful necromancer places the name of a living being into the Book of the Dead, a curse will slowly turn that poor soul into a mindless walking corpse. According to our historians at the Academy, that tome remains here in the graveyard, buried within one of these many tombs.
Okay, where should I look?
I have read some recent reports that EverQuest sent to the Academy that speak of an increased presence of grave robbers here in the cemetery. They could have found the book without even realizing its deadly power.
Is the book well, I'm supposed to ask, is the book dangerous? But apparently if you write someone's name in it, they become an undead creature. So that sounds pretty dangerous to me.
It is a very dangerous artifact and is not to be trifled with. This book should only be opened by those who can harness the evil magic contained within. Those lacking this necromantic knowledge will most certainly meet a grisly and unfortunate end.
Okay, I won't open it.
Confront the local grave robbers and determine if one of them has obtained the Book of the Dead. The grave robbers tend to work at night, so begin your search then.
I will do it. Oh, thank you, all access. The Book of the Dead.
Excellent. Return to me when you have found it.
And yes, Freeport is an MLM scheme, basically. You are. I suspect a number of people sort of get themselves higher up the list by killing those above them, and some by impressing the overlords and that. But yeah, it's basically just like that. It's a pyramid scheme. And the Overlord is at the top of the pyramid, which means he can basically ask anything of anyone, and then they'll pass on the task to their minions, and so on and so on. Ooh, they look a bit red through there, don't they? Right, so let's see. Get the Book of the Dead from the grave robbers. Recover holy relics from the grave robbers. Give the bone fragments to Dirk. Oh, have I done all of his bone samples already? Wow. I think I must have been getting multiple per creature.
Howdy do. Nice to see ya.
Did you get the fragments? Yes. Excellent. Now I just need some mud. I think I can collect that myself. I'm quite familiar with mud. Thanks for your help. If I ever get rich and famous, I'll let you know. Okay. And we have a choice of, we can have a torn backpack, which only holds 4 items, or we can have a wooden chest, which looks like that. We'll take the wooden chest, I guess, and I'll just throw that into my storage bag for later. That actually updated as well. Bone dust, lovely. Right. So we need to recover holy relics from grave robbers and get the Book of the Dead. Now, it says in this area, but I'm pretty sure the graveyard... no, actually, maybe there's some at the back of here. Maybe. You know what? I have that thing called track, don't I? I always forget. This is where I find out the grave robbers only come out at night as well, and that could be annoying if that's the case. Ooh, shiny. No, got that already, but never mind. No grave robbers. No grave robbers. That's going to be a little bit annoying. How long is it until night? It is 5:33 a.m. of feast day. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. All right. So what else do we think is happening in this area? I have my long list of quests. So we're on Book of the Dead, and we're on Soothing the Spirits. Lovely. Oh, there's also the creature catalogue. We need to sort that out. Repairing the ward, rusty symbol of Mar, Natasha's note, and reporting to the ruins. Well, the reporting to the ruins is going to be the last thing we get given. Let me just check some of these other quests. Maybe there are some that come from... yes. Oh, right. So, rusty symbol of Mar is dropped by undead creatures. Natasha's note is dropped by the grave robbers. That's not very helpful. And I imagine repairing the ward is going to be the next quest after Book of the Dead. So we can kill undead for a bit until we can find the rusty symbol of Mar quest and the sun goes down. Hi.
As I rise from the grave, you will now take my place!
Is it just skeletons that classed as undead? Well, we'll assume so.
Your eyes are so pretty.
This may take some time again. See you in a sec, YouTube. So, still waiting for it to turn to nightfall, and we still haven't managed to get this rusty symbol of Mar to drop. However, I do have a piece of rotted zombie flesh and a decomposing zombie organ. So, that gives us Lore and Legend Zombie, which also does not turn up on the quest log. Okay, Lore and Legend Zombie. There we go. So we get the book and we get the cudgel. Because apparently, if you're going out to hunt zombies, what you need is a cudgel. I have to bring YouTube back because I'm about to... Oh no! Welcome back, YouTube. That's interesting because I was just running from a whole pile of zombies. And I was like, I can't die off video. That would just be wrong. There was a chest that dropped, and now I really want to know what was in the chest that dropped. You know it's not going to be what we're looking for, but it could be. So now I need to know. Let's just get some health back. Scoot through the middle. See if I can. Yeah, they didn't spot me. Shield. Not what we were hoping for. Okay. How are we doing for time? 5 p.m. Okay, what time does the sun go down in North? Let's regather our strength. Say 4 p.m. more or less. Let's go and park ourselves over here for a sec. Right. Anything we can transmute. We can transmute that. And nothing else. Okay. So we should soon start seeing some grave robbers turning up. That's the idea. Let's just take it easy and not quite pull as many mobs at once. Necrotic zombie skin. Don't need it. We've already been there and done that. Okay, it's definitely going darker now. Are the grave robbers going to be in this area? Because that's the bit that's lit. Even though I'm pretty sure the grave robbers always used to turn up at the other side. But we'll take a look. Excuse me, anyone found any grave robbers? I can mark the urn where Gwynnian was here. Graffiti! Oh, hello.
I didn't need those bones anyway.
Yeah, it can be a little bit problematic using chronomaging when it's like this half of the zone you really need to be level 5, the other half of the zone you really need to be level 10. Because to start off with, it can get a bit expensive if you're constantly swapping from one bit to the other. Is he me, or is there a lot more stuff that's actually aggro now? Yeah, grave robbers? No.
Your blood calls
What does the map say for grave robbers? Grave robbers. It reckons they are up there. Show up here at night. Well, let's go because we might need to to kill a bunch of them, so we're expecting them sort of this-ish area.
Pile of bones was my friend!
So should be round about here, I think. Not quite sure why he thinks that they appear on the roof, but
Your eyes are so pretty.
yep, definitely night. Can we have some grave robbers, please?
Your eyes are so pretty.
Let's check the quests. So, at the moment, yeah, we don't need the ruins one. Creature catalogue. What are we meant to be anything in this area? An undead fighter. Maybe? Graveyard looking for a plague rat, an undead fighter, and a woolly spider. So I suppose we can also do that while we're waiting. So there's a plague rat. Yep.
Your blood calls to me.
There's an undead fighter before killing.
I didn't need those bones anyway.
And now I just need a woolly spider. But I also just need some grave robbers. Only spawn at night from 8 till 5 around the mausoleums. And the time of the moment is 7:44 p.m. Okay, so soon. Oh, if that's the case, let's go down here because I'm pretty sure the spiders are the ones down here. There we go. Right, so I have done the creature cataloging for this area. Yes, I've literally just spotted that as well myself. Yeah, the wiki says between 8 and 5. The map seems to think that they arrive in this area. I have the reopened track.
Seek death, and it finds you.
I'm going to stand here. The disadvantage of doing an AoE, you end up with all the rats, but at least I didn't pick up the guard. Still no grave robbers. Let me check through here. Because back in the ye olde day, the grave robbers used to be on this side. But no.
Seek death, and it finds you. As I rise from the grave, you will now take my place. That pile of bones was my friend.
Oh, a bat eye. Interesting. Still no grave robbers? Oh.
Finds you.
Oh, hello.
Rest in peace.
Ooh, nice. Boom? No boom. Bulwark of Mar and Crest of Mar. Don't want that. I want the rusty symbol of Mar. I also want some grave robbers. Seriously?
Seek death, and it finds you. Rest in peace. Dying didn't feel good the first time. Rest in peace. That pile of bones was my friend.
Chainmail Mantle of Mar. No, 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 no. Oh, the time is now gone past 9 p.m. It's supposed to be in this area.
Seek death, and it finds you.
Placeholders are rats, skeletons, and zombies. Okay, so literally everything needs to die. Oh, hello, where are you? Are you exactly where? Yes.
Over here, my plansies. Gore you I will.
No, I will get you. Did not find any quest items. Okay, so we know what we're doing anyway.
Seek death, and it finds you.
Kill everything
Seek death, and it finds you.
until they turn up.
Shaking the dust from my bones.
Yeah, very much. I don't like. I don't like the no item, no quest item found. That's always very annoying. Also, don't like the NPC zombie standing around. But hey, hi everybody over here.
As I rise from the grave, you will now take my place.
Everyone to die, including the rats.
That pile of bones was my friend.
Oh, hello. Right, where are you guys? Down here. Oh, hello.
That pile of bones was my friend. I could have used those bones
While I had
anyway.
the chance.
One, Book of the Dead. Now I just need unholy relics.
Secrets to my grave, I
Okay, that's two.
should have escaped while I had the chance.
No, one. Sorry. Okay. Anyone for any more? Let's just get killing, I think.
You cannot eliminate us.
Yeah, I can eliminate you many, many times over. Find it amusing that the grave robbers don't turn up if there's a lot of rats around, so they're obviously scared of rats. That's my take on that. Let's do an AoE here. Just need one more relic before the night is over.
Your blood calls to me. Seek death, and it finds you.
Yep. So you. Yeah, let's grab anybody else we can. Yeah, you guys there. Couple of rats over here. Come on, there's hardly anything alive around here now.
Your blood calls to me.
Amateur grave robber. Okay. Hi.
Nice of you to be all sneaky.
There we go. We got the stolen relics. Okay. Let's get this to Zadar.
Have you found the Book of the Dead?
Yep, grave robbers did have it.
Excellent work. I must say, you are turning out to be quite a useful aid. You've done almost as well as if I had done this task myself. Now quickly, hand me the book.
Yeah, I can really see you hanging around and clearing out rats and that too. But anyway, here you go.
Look at how the parchment pages you retrieved are binding themselves inside the Book of the Dead. It truly is a mysterious and powerful tome. I will use the Staff of Etherneer during the ritual to focus the power of the spell we cast.
Ready when you are.
I will tell you the ancient words of binding. You chant them, and I will repeat them after you. Only by working together can we complete the spell and save Freeport. Understood?
Okay. Me that can't pronounce most of the NPC names, but yeah, okay, I understand. What words do I have to say?
I must read the words from the pages of parchment that are now within the Book of the Dead. They are difficult to decipher even with my skills. Give me a moment to study them.
Very well, I'll let you prepare. Do you think he's prepared? Yeah.
I've managed to translate the words from the ancient pages you've attained for me. Shall we begin?
Yes, I am ready.
The first words are Grada, Shalomak, Haka. Ready?
Ready.
Let the ritual begin.
Gradak, Shalamak, Haka.
Grada, Shalomak, Haka.
What's wrong?
Something is wrong. The incantation will not take effect.
What do we do?
Are you certain that all of the tombs of the Knights of Truth were sealed? If even one of them remains opened, it might prevent the binding ward from taking hold.
Do you want me to go and check?
You must go to the tombs at once and verify that each seal is intact. This is the only way we can complete the ritual and renew the ward upon the graveyard to keep the undead at bay. Hurry! The fate of Freeport is in your hands.
I'll go at once. I bet it's that same one that I went before. To be honest, I don't even think I actually did any sealing of it last time. I think I just defeated the guy and I was like, oh, look, there's grave robbers again.
Over here, my plansies. Gore you, I will.
Yeah, if you could die, please, because I have a funny feeling that when I click on this...
My secrets to my grave, I shall.
Really, Bat? Okay. Should we check this one again? No? Ah, check the door itself. A wedge has been placed between the door and wall to this tomb. Right, let's knock the wedge out of place. Found the tomb and resealed it. Oh, okay. Nothing jumped out at us this time. Nice. Let's return.
I've managed to translate the words from the ancient pages you've attained for me. Shall we begin?
Yeah, you said that before. I'm ready.
The first words are Grada, Shalomak, Haka. Ready? Let the ritual begin.
Grada, Shalamak, Haka.
Grada, Shalomak, Haka.
And what's the next words?
The second set of words are Galotu, Kwandar, Ganu. Ready?
Not really, but...
Proceed.
Golotu, Kwanda, Gunu.
Galotu, Kwandar, Ganu.
And the next words?
The final set of words are the most important. Waktana, Shalomak, Kwandar, Haka. Here we go.
Okay, I'm ready.
Recite the words.
Wakanda, Shalamak, Kwanda, Haka. All right.
Waktana, Shalomak, Kwandar, Haka.
Ooh, pretty light.
Excellent job. I think we've done it. I must admit, I doubt even I could have accomplished this task without your help.
Oh, did you hear that? We did actually contribute. Goodness, it was a challenge to be sure.
The enemies of the Overlord are thwarted, and the Knights of Truth shall remain bound to this graveyard for the rest of time.
Or the next 400 years. I believe you said something about me being rewarded.
Your reward is well deserved. You have my thanks. Your name will be well known within the Academy of Arcane Science.
Thanks, Adar. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Your assistance to the Academy of Arcane Science and Freeport has been invaluable. But now, more help is needed from you. Freeport is not out of danger. You must take the knowledge you have learned here and travel to the ruins. Are you willing?
I will serve my city once again. City for this month.
An outlying district of Freeport known as the Ruins is under attack. You must make your way there and report to Captain Aurelius of the Freeport Militia. She will guide your efforts to help save our city.
Cool. How do I get to the ruins?
Make your way to the ruins by traveling back to the docks of your home district. Use the Mariner's Bell to summon transportation outside of Freeport proper and ask to be taken to the ruins. You should find Captain Aurelius nearby. Hurry, hero of Freeport. There is no time to waste.
Is there any other places I could go to find adventure? Do I want to say that or do I want to say the other? We'll go with that. Reporting to
Your
the
help in
ruins.
the ruins is desperately needed.
Hmm.
Do not delay too long, for our great city of Freeport is in peril.
I am on my way. Right. And we get a choice. We can have either the Book of the Dead or the Book of the Dead. That's a house item, and that's a really rubbish secondary ranged item. So we'll have the house item for definite. Wow. Okay. So where does that put us for the graveyard? So we have reporting to the ruins. We still need to complete soothing the spirits, but then that's just a turn in, I believe. And then there is these two. It's always this, isn't it? We had the same thing with the Sunken City. There was two quests that are dropped by. Oh, one's dropped by grave robbers. Oh my. Game, you are annoying. Let's hand this in. Oh, is he not one of these guys? Okay. I'll work out where we're taking this in a minute.
Final death comes at last.
I thought for a moment he might drop the item.
Your
Oh,
blood
come
calls to
on.
me.
To the grave robbers with you. Yeah. Yeah.
You've shaken the dust from my bones.
Okay, where is this guy? Is he the one that wanders around? Soothing the spirits of Mar. I think he's the guy that walks around. Ooh, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Yes, my eyes are so pretty. That's because I have eyes and you guys don't. Take the relics. Oh, take the relics to the tomb itself. Right. Examine. As you place the relics inside the tomb, a whooshing sound pierces the area. Now we can talk to this guy. Were you successful in your mission? Yes, I returned the relics to the tombs. Excellent. Thank you for your service to Freeport and the Keepers of Athenia. Please take this for your trouble. You're welcome. Did that actually turn up? Oh, it did as well. Nice. Okay. So I can spend an inordinate amount of time trying to find these two quests, or I can do that offline, I think. Instead, what we will do. So that's those done. I'm just crossing these off my big long list of everything I need to do. I have spreadsheet. So the next location that we need to go to is the Sprawl. which also has 2 quests that are dropped by... Oh, no, actually, no, not the Sprawl, the Thieves' Way. Every one of these zones has got 2 quests that are dropped by mobs. This is annoying. Okay. We are going to go to the Sprawl, I think. We'll go to the Sprawl. We'll make a start there. And then I think I shall hunt around offline for these quests, which are proving to be difficult to drop. So, I believe there's a Mariner's Bell right at the bottom, which obviously makes absolutely no sense because there is no dock or sewer or anything like that here. So we can go to the Sprawl. Hey, quests already. Those giant slayers better remember who they work for. I'm actually voiceovering before I even click the NPC now. Oh dear. You must be braver than you look to disturb me. State your business and do it quickly. That is, unless you're here looking to start trouble. I'm just here looking for work. I'm Enforcer Kurdak of the Dreadnoughts. We are the fist of the Overlord, striking fear into the hearts of his rivals and crushing the bones of his enemies. The militia may guard the walls of Freeport, but we rule its streets. Ah, so the Dreadnoughts are some kind of gang? We do rule over all the gangs of Freeport, but the Dreadnoughts are a lot more than that. We keep the smaller gangs in line and maintain order on the streets of Freeport. We have a proud history dating back centuries. Oh, tell me more about the Dreadnoughts. The Dreadnoughts are made up of bruisers, which everybody knows are the toughest combatants in all Norath. We hone our bodies into lethal weapons, capable of both dishing out and sustaining heavy amounts of damage. Where did the Dreadnoughts come from? Once there was a weak caste of monks that lived here in Freeport, called the Ashen Order. They were lazy anarchists, stubbornly refusing the Overlord's noble efforts to unite our city and lead us into the future. Fortunately, a number of their more enlightened members supported the Overlord and wanted to make something more of themselves. Oh, so the Dreadnoughts used to be monks? Originally, yes, but these enlightened members of the Order wanted to become something greater than they were. See, the Ashen Order had strength, but they refused to use it for anything productive. They would rather lay around in their dojo than help embrace Freeport's future. They allowed themselves to become weak and corrupt. What happened to the Ashen Order? The Overlord did his best to reform them, but they were just too far gone. Finally, he had no choice but to drive the Ashen Order from Freeport. They scurried off into the desert, with their tails between their legs, never daring to set foot in our great city again. Okay. And that will come up later when we get to Desert of Flames expansions. How were the Dreadnoughts formed? Those who were wisest and strongest remained behind in Freeport, determined to build a new order that would be a part of our city's grand destiny. With the Overlord's blessing, the Dreadnoughts were formed. The discipline that the Ashen Order lost was restored, and combined with a new, tougher style of combat. That's why bruisers are so much better than monks at everything that they do. I know some monks would argue against that, but okay. So what are you doing here in the Sprawl? My job is to watch over the Sprawl and make sure the gangs that control it stay in line. We can't allow their petty rivalries to interfere with the Dreadnought's control. What gangs are you talking about? You know, this would be far better if you had a voice, but anyway. There are three gangs that operate here. First is the Giant Slayers, a bunch of ruffians who used to be little more than common thugs, although they liked to think they were in charge. The Dreadnoughts got tired of their bragging, so we taught them a lesson. Now they answer to us. Their best members may be allowed to join our order someday. I should warn you, if you mess with the Giant Slayers, the Dreadnoughts will take note. Any other gangs? Next are the Black Magi, an order of Ratonga mages that appeared as Norath was being torn apart by the rending. Little is known about them because they mostly keep to themselves. They seem to hate the Giant Slayers though. I am under orders to keep a close eye on them. And what about the final gang? Last, but most troubling, is the presence of the Dervish Cutthroats. They're a gang of criminals who work illegally out of a distant corner of the Commonlands. They seem to have taken over a very weak gang that used to hang out here, the Gutter Snipes. One of my main duties is to find out what the Dervish want. Their presence here is a clear danger to Freeport. How did the Sprawl end up like this? What we now call the Sprawl was once an inner city residential district of Freeport. As the city grew, those with money moved to nicer areas, leaving behind the dregs of society. When the rending struck, this place was hit pretty hard. Didn't the Overlord want to rebuild it? There was no point in rebuilding. New residential districts like Big Bend and the Scale Yard had already been established, and there was simply too much damage to justify the expense. The old windmills that used to supply some of Freeport's energy were obsolete, so there was nothing worth saving here. The Overlord decided to leave this place as is. Yeah, that sounds about right. No law and order here? The Freeport militia has a few members here, just to make sure none of these hoodlums try to enter the city proper, but the Sprawl actually serves as a useful purpose for the Dreadnoughts. We dominate the smaller gangs and look for worthwhile recruits to our order. Those who prove themselves on the streets may have a future with us. I'm pretty sure you've covered that already. What can I do to aid the Dreadnoughts? Right to the point, eh? Well, not really. I like that. Well, you can lend a hand in checking on some of these gangs. Make sure they're keeping in line. I thought that was your job. Okay, I'm up for it. What's the first task? I assigned one of our best trainers, an ogre named Durbok, to teach the Giant Slayers some of our combat tactics. I need you to go to him and get a report on the progress of the trainees. Tell him I sent you so that he'll cooperate. Okay, where do I find Durbok? Trainer Durbok can be found ahead and to the right. Just follow the path to the west and north. You'll pass a whole lot of Giant Slayers, but don't let them intimidate you. Remember, you're an official Dreadnought business. I'll be back when I have your information. Please tell me you have a voice.
Do you have a problem? You're gonna have one soon if you don't keep walking.
I almost regret that you have a voice. I don't have a problem. I solve problems. Anything you need fixed? Oh, seriously, game? You now want me to do that accent? Okay. A problem solver, huh? You can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? Yeah, I got a problem. One of our customers isn't paying us for our services. If you know what I'm saying, maybe you can fix this problem for us, huh? My apologies to anybody out there who knows what this accent, mine and theirs, is supposed to be a sort of copy of. Anyway, of course. Oh, hang on, he's off. Of course I can. I said I was a problem solver, didn't I? Okay, here is the deal. The guy is a vagrant who lives out in the ruins, right? We want to send the message that nobody messes with us. You need to head south of here and do some dirty work to his buddies. Understand? Yep, sounds like an easy job. Problem solving. Come back when you're done. Okay. That is one heck of a puppy. Yeah, okay. Right. Yes, there's a few Freeport militia just to stop anyone from going into the city proper, even though you can't use any of those gates anymore. I think the shinies around here are basically the same as the island. Yeah, Sparrow Feather and all that garbage.
The Giant Slayers are the toughest gang around.
Uh-huh. If you say so. Let's try that shiny. Ooh, bingo! Nice. So yeah, I think we'll do a little bit of this area, and then how far are we in? Okay, yeah. We'll do another 15 minutes or so in this area, and then we'll call it a day. I think the obvious approach is I am going to need to... The quests that drop from mobs, I'm going to have to find them offline, I think, because otherwise I'm just going to have 2-hour YouTube videos of me just killing the same mobs over and over again, and that's not really that interesting. Trainer Durbach, do you have a voice?
Hey, can't you see I'm busy training these recruits how to fight?
My name is Gwinian, and Enforcer Kurdek sent me to ask how things are going.
That figures. Kurdek can't be bothered to ask me himself, eh? Fine. I suppose I can tell you instead.
Okay, so how goes the training?
There are a few worthwhile Giant Slayers here, but for the most part they're too sloppy ever to become dreadnoughts. I don't really blame them, though. Clearly they aren't getting the proper direction.
What do you mean?
The one who claims to be the leader of the Giant Slayers is a worthless barbarian named Brutemaster Tardan. I think he cares more about extorting money from the locals than he does about making sure his gang controls the Black Magi and the Dervish.
What do you think should be done about it?
I recommend that we strike a little fear into Tartan so that he remembers who's really in charge around here. Tell Enforcer Kurdek that it's time to teach that lazy Giant Slayer a lesson he won't soon forget.
Okay, I'll let him know. Dumpty 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 dum. Back the way we came.
Don't forget to pay me 30% of all your extortion income.
I don't have any extortion income. Yeah, I'm going to pick up some of these anyway, just in case you get the odd bone, although these do just seem to be feathers.
The Giant Slayers are the toughest gang around.
Yeah, feathers and moths, and I've done all that. What voice did I give this guy? Did you give that progress report from Trainer Durbach yet? Yes, he told me that the Giant Slayers aren't progressing as well as he'd like. That's what I suspected. Did he tell you why? He said their leader, Brute Master Tardan, was more interested in lining his own pockets than training his forces. Did that update? Training will get you everywhere. It did as well. It's time to remind that fool, Tardan, of his responsibilities. Say, how would you like to play the role of a Dreadnought Enforcer for a day? Oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. Time to have a little fun with this buffoon. Go find the boss of the Giant Slayers, Brute Master Tardan. He's probably walking back and forth through the area his gang hangs out. Confront him. Tell him that you're one of the Dreadnoughts. Let him know we're tired of his greed and laziness and that he better get busy training his people. And if he refuses to cooperate, use whatever means are necessary to teach him a lesson. Don't be afraid to push him around because all of these Giant Slayers understand this as violence. Now get going. Okay, I will do it. Hey.
Don't bother me. I have important work to do.
Uh-huh. Listen here, Todd, and I'm with the Dreadnoughts and we are none too pleased with the pathetic job you're doing.
Pathetic? How dare you speak to me that way? I lead the Giant Slayers, the most powerful gang in Freeport. I know the Dreadnoughts, and you are no Dreadnought.
You're lazy and your thugs do sloppy work, and yes, I'm a Dreadnought for the day.
Lazy? Sloppy? Nobody talks to me that way. You better move along unless you're ready for a whole lot of trouble.
As a matter of fact, here's some trouble for you.
Ooh, hey, I wasn't ready.
Too bad you won't be ready for this either.
No fair. Give me a chance to prepare.
Tough luck, Todd, and have some more.
Okay, I give up. So I guess you really are a Dreadnought after all.
Oh, you're really bad at fighting. Yes, I really am. You want more proof?
No, I mean, I've seen...
Oh, boy. Bad puppy, bad puppy. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I've not finished with you.
Don't bother me. I have important work to do.
I've got to do that again.
Pathetic! How dare you? Lazy? Okay. No, I mean, I've seen enough, thanks. Okay, I admit I haven't worked as hard to train my Giant Slayers as I probably should. I'll get to work on it right away.
You better, or I'll have to pay you another visit.
No need for that, friend. Tell Enforcer Kurdik that I've turned over a new leaf. The Giant Slayers are really gonna buckle down. I promise.
Oh, and what was that you said about the Giant Slayers being the toughest gang in Freeport?
I meant next to the Dreadnoughts, of course. Everyone knows you guys are the toughest around.
That's more like it. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Tardan. Okay, what did we get in the chest? Siphon Strike. We've already got Siphon Strike 2. And some random... Ooh! Oh, actually, a random item which is better than what I've got. Surely not. That's a little unheard of. And I've got that much stuff now. I'm now overspilling to the next bag. So, let's see. It's a shoulders piece, isn't it? Shoulders. So let's take that off. And we'll pop that into our appearance slot. Did we never have apparently we never had anything on the shoulders? Or has... I don't know, actually. Okay. Adornments. Trying to keep track of where all the adornments are. So if I pop that in there... There we go. Can I... Ah, right. We don't have any adornments that fit the shoulder location. That's why... Yeah. The only ones we've got left at the moment are hands, ear, and wrist. Boo. Right. Let's go tell the Enforcer. Have you confronted Brute Master Tardan and got him back on track yet? Yes, but I had to get a little rough with him. Good work. Don't worry about roughing Tardan up. He had it coming to him. He won't be so quick to ignore orders from his superiors in the future. Uh-huh. What else would you like me to do? I could really use your help checking up on the other gangs here in the Sprawl. Will you lend a hand? Sure, if this job is rewarding as the last. Ha, that's the spirit. I think you might make a good dreadnought someday. Okay, here's what I want you to do. Head past the Giant Slayers and keep going south past the gateway to the Common Lands. You'll be in the heart of the Black Magi, those sneaky little Ratonga. And what do you want me to do there? Far back, amongst the burnt-out houses they inhabit, is one of their leaders, a rat named Takeri. Find her and see if she'll talk to you. The Black Magi are extremely secretive. I'm not sure if Takeri will trust you. Do you have any suggestions on how I could get her to trust me? Well, she won't respond if she thinks you're there on dreadnought business. Hey, I have an idea. Tell her you got information on the wheel. What wheel are you talking about? You don't need to know what it means. Maybe you'll find out someday. Anyhow, just tell her you might be willing to trade information on the wheel if you know you can trust her. That might get Takeri to open up. Come back after you've learned something useful from her. Okay, I'll give it a try. Oh, just a word of warning. The Black Magi are fair game if you want to fight any of them, but it will be a lot harder for you to reach Takeri if you make an enemy out of their gang. I suggest you finish this task before you do much Ratonga hunting. Okay, thanks for the advice. I'll be back. Don't generally go hunting anything unless it's for a quest. Anyway, shinies. Bet they're useless shinies. Sparrow Feather and Falcon Feather. I think I'll just give up on feathers. Let me just move these over here because they are status items. That isn't. Oh, the Book of the Dead needs to go into storage bag. Lovely. Try and at least keep yourself going for a little bit longer. Oh yeah, so we need to kill Dervish hoodlums for the other guy. You know what? Let's go and take a look at that first. So, hoodlums, but I'm going to have to get past the hooligans first. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, let's just sneak over here. See how many people spot me. 3 of them and now. Oh, and another snake. Right. I'm going to take you out. You're going to spot me as soon as I go through the doorway. Okay, so there we go. Hoodlums. This is what I'm after. 5 of these. Grab you 2 over here and then you should be good. did you see that? She moves up to cover the doorway. Right, okay, back we go. Let's retrace the steps. There he is. Hi there.
Do you have a problem? You're gonna have one soon if you don't keep walking.
Problem solved, actually. The hoodlums are pushing up daisies. Well, apart from this one that's followed me. Just one moment. Right. Apologies for the interruption there. Where were
Do
we?
you have a problem? You're gonna have one soon if you don't keep
Oh,
walking.
I recognise you. Glad you came along. Yeah, very glad. I hope your services are available again. Because there's this little matter I'm too busy to take care of it. Yes, too busy. Yeah, okay. As long as you have the money, I'm willing to do it. And we get a choice here of a bag or a house item, so we'll take the house item. That's what I like to hear. Remember that dirty vagrant you delivered the message to? Rumour has it he's hiding among rogues and scoundrels from the other districts, a gang called the Giant Slayers, and his brethren have gotten their feathers all ruffled and are planning to come here to pay court, if you understand me. No, not really. They want to send a message to their leader. Now, I enjoy a good tussle as much as anyone, of course, but we don't want to rob you of an opportunity to prove your fighting skills. So why don't you go to the Giant Slayers and tan their mangy hides for us? Yeah, don't worry, I'll handle it. Advanced problem solving. Okay, good. Maybe you'll earn some respect with us. Yeah, okay. Whatevs. So, defeat Giant Slayer.
Don't forget
ducks.
that you all work for...
Yeah. So, hi. So you remember how I'm a dreadnought? Well, I've decided that we need to teach some thugs. Come on, trainees, let's see how you do. Like I say, one big pyramid scheme. Definitely no honor amongst thieves here. Right. Let's grab a couple
your
more.
service.
Yeah, at my service. What? Service is on. And how about you?
Well met.
Oh, there's two of you. Never mind. There we go. Apparently I have taught the Giant Slayers a lesson. Okay. Let's just keep an eye out for any large dogs as we run back through here.
Don't forget to pay me 30%.
I'm back.
Do you have a problem? You're gonna have one soon if you don't keep walking.
They won't be delivering any kind of message. I knew you'd take care of them. Good show. Oh, and here's a bit of coin for your hard work. Hehe. Maybe I might, maybe not. We'll see what my schedule is like. Okay. Don't quite think my answer fitted what he said to me, but there you go. Okay, so there is a few more quests in this area, allegedly. But we'll pick that up next time, and if I have chance, I shall try and get the 2 quests that are in the graveyard, and there's also 2 that drop in here as well, annoyingly. Let's have a look. There's one dropped by Dervish Crooks. Oh, dropped by Dervish Crooks, but most likely no longer in the game. Okay, so there's one that might not even be in the game anymore. And then there's one that's dropped by Black Magi. Ah, right. So really, we need to go and talk to the Ritonga before I start trying to get that to drop. Where is the Ritonga? The Ritonga is all the way down here. So let's go do that, and then we will call it a day. Yeah, at the moment, the black... Down, puppy. Right, at the moment, the Ritonga do not yet see me as an enemy. So let's do this.
Our plan is sound, yes. It cannot fail.
I think I found her.
Why do you approach me, outsider? You could never understand the ways of the Black Magi. Move along.
I seek to learn more about your organization.
That would be telling. We want information. If you have nothing of value, you are useless to me.
Honestly?
Why do you approach me, outsider? That would be telling. We want... You speak of this currency, yet give no indication of its worth. Tell me what you know, and I will judge you fairly.
I have information about the wheel.
The wheel? You know of the wheel? Tell me what you know. The marked must obtain this information. By hook or by crook, we will.
You won't get anything from me. Oh, okay.
Why do you approach me out? That would be... You speak of this
I have
currency,
information
yet
about the
give
wheel.
No... The wheel? You know of the wheel? Tell me what you know. The marked must obtain this information. By hook or by crook, we will.
I have a feeling this is going to be a bad...
Crafty outsider. If you truly knew of the wheel, you would not ask such a question. Begone and trouble me no more.
Okay. And that's where I'll leave it, because, hey, you know, there's a lot of Black Magi here. Apparently, there's a quest that only drops from Black Magi. So I can focus on trying to get that to drop, and then I can focus on trying to get the 2 to drop in the graveyard. And hopefully we can start the next episode of those. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Like, comment, subscribe. I never say that, do I? Doesn't feel right. I shall see you all next time.